Hello, this is Thumbs United. We are doing our, hold on, my headphones getting messed up. Okay, we're doing our Destiny Let's Play. This is day 25. Let's see. We're gonna start the Taken King. Oh, you know what? No. Let's check out what we have. Let's go here. I'm gonna check which engrams we have. I was so tired today. Yeah, I got home late last night, then we did the live stream yesterday. And so then I went to my room and I watched one video. I wanted to watch more than one, but I said that was one 30-minute one, and I was like, this is all I have time for, and then I had to get to bed. So I got to bed. I woke up at like 2 p.m. and I was like, oh, I was still so tired. And yeah, then kind of went straight to work on repairing house stuff and everything. And so I woke up, and I kid you not, I spent an hour and a half looking for a hex wrench.
Some new engrams you might find useful.
And it was just everywhere I was looking, I couldn't find it. And so it's a special multi-tool that I have.
Well,
that's
back to the fight.
It's a special multi-tool that I use specifically for bike repair. So if you're, I used to be like a big, not like a big time mountain biker, but like I did several bike trips. When I was in elementary school and high school, I did this thing, our school did this thing called bike camp. So beginner bike camp, you did about 10 miles round trip. So you'd be in northern Michigan, and yeah, you'd be in northern Michigan, not the Upper Peninsula, just the very tip of it, though, of the Lower Peninsula. And anyway, so the beginning one was 10 miles round trip. We would bicycle to the beach, or we would bicycle to all these different towns and stuff. But then I did the advanced bike camp, and oh my goodness, that was intense. We did like 20-mile, 30-mile round trips.
I was born the moment the
like 15 there, 15 back,
as everything collapsed.
And that was, I mean, it was a lot of fun.
There had never been a ghost.
I needed, you know, some special equipment and stuff, so I had this multi-tool, which was great.
Made me to bring you.
I mean, it worked okay for the bike, but I've been using it for like everything else throughout my life. So I've literally had it for like over 15 years. But for whatever reason, I can't find it. Like, I have this transmitter bag, which is just a camera bag, but I keep all my tools in there for drones and airplanes and all that stuff. And it's not there. It's like, where could it be? Because it's always, you know, in that pile. And then, so yeah, I spent an hour and a half looking for it, couldn't find it. So then I went and looked at one of my random toolboxes, and there was a hex wrench, and it was just, it was just a random one. It was part of a set, and I was like, well, here we go. Let's see if it works. and lo and behold, it worked. So I fixed all this furniture and stuff with it. That's how the day started. And then I did some cleaning and stuff. But so I cleaning. Oh, about 2 weeks ago,
We fought
I went
keep
to
our beautiful creation safe.
this
And
thrift
now
store
this
was having a
beast
50%
has
off sale.
Claiming to be king.
Yep, I'm playing on the Xbox.
Mara
Xbox One.
bows to no one.
I went to the thrift store and it was 50% off, so they had a router, I got a printer, like a really good Canon printer, and it was like $8 for all of that, and a couple of networking cables and stuff. So I just set up my my own, personal Wi-Fi in my room, which is like, the Wi-Fi doesn't reach my room, so it's always been a headache. And like I have extenders in the rest of the house. It's just whatever reason, my room's a dead zone. My Xbox 360, which I have in my room, I have a power line adapter. And so what that does is you plug it in, next to your router with the modem and something. And then it has a twin, and you plug that wherever else in the house, and it uses the actual power lines in the house as a networking cable. So that's how I get the Ethernet to my Xbox. But now I finally have Wi-Fi, so I can like do stuff in my room on things that don't have a network cable, don't have an Ethernet port.
The Awoken have played their part.
I don't know.
Was
I only play by myself. I don't really play with others. Maybe 2 years ago, the looking for group kind of worked. But I don't do the cooperative missions because they're too hard by yourself. The Taken King ones are. But the last 2 or 3 times I tried to do the Taken King cooperative stuff, there were never any players. So I was able to do one mission by myself, and then the next mission I tried to do by myself. It was too much.
Guardian, this is Commander Zavala. The Cabal base on
Yeah,
Phobos
Destiny.
is blasting a signal across all channels.
Destiny 1 is
They're
still,
willing to break transmission
it's
cycles.
kind of empty now that
This could
Destiny
be a
2
prelude
came
to a
out.
full-scale assault.
We're setting down on Phobos now.
I'll be monitoring your feed, Ghost. Good luck to you both.
Load in. See ya. Running.
Zavala, the Cabal are evacuating with extreme prejudice. They're getting torn up down
Extreme prejudice.
Something has drawn us here.
It's funny, I had to look that up. I was writing something and
Guardian,
I
I've asked Eris Morn to monitor the channel.
I wanted to double check the meaning of, of prejudice. Like when they say extreme prejudice, I was like, where did that come from? So it was some movie where they first popularized it, and it was like in the context of they were like, oh, you're an assassin and we're sending you in to complete the mission with extreme prejudice, meaning kill everyone or something. But
What the hell was that?
then there was like a whole other history of the word
Of my mind.
dealing with like employment and stuff, and so they say, oh, you're being fired with prejudice. That means, like you lost the job and don't come back.
The whispers are louder.
But there are other times when
I will
if you get
endure.
where you kind of get where like you get fired or you get let go, and it's like, no, well, you're just downsizing. We want you to come back, but
They speak a word,
so I was like, huh, that's
a
interesting.
name. He is here.
Whoa.
Give your will to me.
Running away. I'm not very good at shooting today. Punch, punch, punch. What? Ballistic. Good. Ballistic. There we go.
You have
Success.
seen his face. It was his hand that transformed the Cabal.
This mission is scrubbed. Guardian, get to your ship and get out of there.
Punch, punch, punch. I keep crouching because I kind of made the mistake of playing Halo, which I knew would mess me up in terms of the control scheme.
The bases are lost. We have reports of these taken across the system. Go! Get out!
Taking gonna take.
landing across the airfield. Hurry!
I'm rendering this background. I'm doing kind of a multi-part render, where the whole point of what I'm doing is to do a low polygon scene. But I was like, I'll do it with low polygon characters, and that's like smaller file sizes for actual character designs and stuff, and so that's easier for the computer to process and everything. But I was like, so I finished doing the modeling for the characters, and I was like, even though they're low polygon, they look, relatively well. So I didn't want to just have like a background with these characters and everything for daily animation. So I was like, well, I might as well like make a whole scene and stuff. And so I created this huge landscape with mountains and foliage and all that stuff, but I don't want to have it to render for each frame. So what I'm doing is I'm having it render as a 360 video, and the program I use to do all my environments is View. I have View 10, and so it's rendering it as a 360 photo, and then I'm going to load it into Blender and map it to a sphere, and so it will be like, it's literally going to be a skybox or a sky sphere. So I'm really excited because that's the first time I've done it. Like, I've worked with skyboxes for just sky and everything, but not with landscapes and stuff, and definitely not with View. I used to use View's landscapes, View's skyscapes, but never with an actual landscape. So that's rendering. It's been rendering for about 40 hours now. Let me check. Yeah, it's at 79%.
Zavala,
So it
we made
did.
it to our ship. We're heading home.
Right. It's not doing it consistently, the rendering. Like, it took like 6 or 8 hours to get to 50%, and then now it's taking, every 24 hours it's taking about, I get an additional 20% done. So it's working better than usual, because a lot of times with View it will just crash or stall, and so it hasn't done that. It's working, and the processor is working at 100% utilization. And sometimes it will trick you. You will think it's rendering, and then you check in Task Manager, and it's like it's not using any RAM. It's just not responding. And it's like, this whole time I thought it was rendering, and it's not. That's not the case.
Their leaders belong to you. The rest await extermination. No.
Exterminate.
Gather them. I will take them all.
Taker's gonna take.
My contacts near Saturn say the weapon fired only once.
It's not like the Queen to attack a superior force.
How could she have known? How could anyone? We need a warlock inside the Dreadnought.
Here we go.
Our first priority must be to protect the city. Our Guardian got a good look on Phobos.
Whatever it was, it turned Cabal against Cabal, wiped out that base in minutes. How long would we last?
Until we understand what we're dealing with.
They are taken.
Eris, get your rock off my map.
It hasn't spoken since Crota fell. It speaks now because Oryx has arrived, come to fulfill the final covenant of his son.
But why fight the Cabal?
Not fighting. Taking. Controlling their will.
So we focus on his army. Kill these Taken until he's all that's left.
Whatever you kill, Oryx will replace.
The Dreadnought, then. How do we get past that weapon?
Without ending up like the Awoken.
I gotta go, see about a ship.
Cade, our discussion is not yet concluded.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm leaving.
Concluded. Oh man, I forgot we got new stuff. Let's check out. I don't like any of this. Sword. Okay, we'll do that later. Key stash.
Turns out Crota does have a father. His name is Oryx, and he's come all this way to kill you. We're not gonna let him. Oryx controls the Taken from a dreadnought near Saturn, but we can't get close without a stealth drive. Lucky for us, I hid one at the top of an old colony ship before I got roped into the Vanguard.
How do you know it's still there?
You better hope it's there. You won't survive the dreadnought without it.
I'm uploading stuff like crazy to YouTube. And like there is kind of some urgency to it now. Because like YouTube months ago released their beta creator It's kind of like a tab. It's just where you upload videos.
Taken.
They're trying to make it like a whole separate other site, kind of like how Twitch changed their dashboard to like dashboard.tv. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is YouTube is changing their creator studio, and it's really obnoxious because before it was beta and they're like, oh, we're just testing it out to see how everything is, and so you could always go back to the classic uploader and everything. And so slowly over time, all their links and stuff are only going to the new creator studio, but it can't do as much as the original classic one. And like they know it because they're like, oh, are you looking for this feature? And it's like, yes, I clicked this button. Like, you can't make playlists in the new creator studio. You have to go back to the classic one. It's like, that would have been the first thing I'd do. And so it's weird because like 50% of the stuff doesn't exist in the Creative Studio, the new one. And so now they're saying, oh, you know, they're gonna do the switch in late March, and it's like, oh. And one of the things they took out of in the old Creator Studio was the ability to do batch uploads. So if you have like 5 videos, before you could upload them all at once, and then, you know, you just let your computer sit there and it will load it, the first one, then the second one, then the third one, and so on. But with the new uploader, you have to sit there and do it one by one, and it's like, because the way I edit videos, like, I don't upload them until the entire series is complete, and then I schedule them once they're on YouTube.
How bad is it?
So it's gonna be not very good.
Look a lot like Phobos if you don't
I
find
mean, it's gonna be
that
harder
stealth
because, like, a lot of my series, some of the musical ones, there might be, you know, 30 episodes, and they're short. They're like 15 to 20 minutes. And so if I have to upload them all one at a time, I mean, that would be obnoxious. Versus doing one big batch upload. I mean, I guess it could work. It could be doing a live stream, and then as each one uploads, I, you know, pause the stream and then, well, not pause the stream, but do like a be right back, and then upload the next one. But still, I mean, it just makes it harder on everyone. I think they're doing it because YouTube's kind of dying in terms of, you know, like, creator content.
Okay, you're gonna find a vault door. There's a trick to getting through it, so let me know when you're there.
Dad. I mean, like, it's kind of, they're not really showcasing user-generated content. Like, yes, there are, you know, bigger YouTube people and all that stuff and popular niches, but they're not, discovery is not very
already open, Kate.
good on
We're
YouTube.
inside.
And I think a lot of that is intentional, just based on, you know, how servers work and everything. Because if it's easier to host one video and distribute it to like 30 people than it is to have 30 videos and distribute it, each one of those videos, to 2 people. And so a lot of what the algorithms are designed to do is make it so the least amount of content gets to the most amount of people. So that saves on hard drive space, that saves on processing power, and so YouTube really wants, you know, popular videos that are like guaranteed to do very well, and everyone else who's like a smaller channel, you know, they don't really want to promote. And they're not doing it personally, it's just the algorithm says, oh, it's not worth it to show a video that only gets 3 or 4 views to someone who might watch it even though they're subscribed or turned on notifications for that channel. And
from this height, I can pick up taken energy
so
reads throughout the
that's kind of
cosmos.
hard dealing with on YouTube,
You know I was
but
here,
I think that's why they're
when the
also
first
removing the
follow-throughs
batch
came through.
upload.
It started
They don't
with one
want
skip.
everybody
A few months
uploading,
later, the
you know,
Cosmodrome was
15
theirs.
or 20
Taken
video
it
files
in hours.
that it doesn't really want to promote or
Why
show
don't we
to
find
other
your
people.
stealth drive?
There's a bridge
And
from
like
the
that type
tower
of,
to the ship. Took me days
I mean,
to
that's
get
the
working.
purpose
It's
of
a little unstable,
algorithms.
so watch your step.
That's why
Kate, someone moved the bridge. Destroy the controls.
that's why Twitter went away
Yeah,
from
that's the Fallen. Probably trying to keep the Taken off their
being
backs.
chronological,
See if you can reroute the power.
because they couldn't handle the server load
There's still an active feed moving
of
through
like
those pipes overhead. Guardian,
of
if you find
essentially a
source, I
live
can
feed
patch
all the
server.
time. And that's why a lot of
Once
the
you get the
Twitter
bridge working,
fail
the
whale
stash
has
is in
went
the vault
away.
on top of the
It's
colony
because
ship.
it's
We're still waiting
It's
for
really just
details on this plan of yours,
cached, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we'll show you the 15 most popular things instead of everything as it comes out. And Instagram's the same. They want to have the most user engagement with the least amount of work on their end.
All right, back in business. Hey,
And it's funny because we went through
I get to the top of the colony
kind
ship
of
where I
a
left my stash and
big
watch
algorithm
yourself on that
change.
bridge.
And it's, and like the way I notice it is like, who am I seeing in my feeds? Because like I know a lot of the people I follow, you know, post regularly once or twice a day, and then all of a sudden it's just like I'm not seeing anything from them. Like I'll actually go and check their profiles. It's like, nope, they're still posting. It's just Twitter's not giving it to me. Punch, punch, punch. So that happened. YouTube is obnoxious now. Where, like, I'm subscribed to like 200 or 300 people. And they're not even showing me the people I'm subscribed to. They're like, oh, here's this web series we have. And like I go through and I actually click not interested. But then it's like, oh, we got, 30 new TV subscriptions you can get. And it's like, not interested. And then so now they're showing me things from other YouTubers and everything. And it's just like, why don't you just show me who I'm subscribed to? You know, it's... That's getting annoying. Like, it's actually getting more difficult for me to find the people I want to watch on YouTube now. If that makes sense. Where it's just buried. So I'll even go in my subscriptions and I have to manually check. Oh, turn back. I have to manually go to the person's channel to see if they posted something new, because it won't even show up in my subscriptions tab. Ahaha. Sneak out. Oh no, this is where I thought it was. No! Let me in. Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was gonna blast me off again. So I don't know, social media is just getting harder to fight the algorithms and like actually find who I want to find and everything. I'm kind of just not giving up, but I'm kind of noticing that a lot of the creators and everything are kind of like starting to retire, and like new ones are coming in, and so I guess I'm just learning to appreciate, the people when they're doing kind of the media production grind, and they're pumping out, 2 videos or 3 videos a week. I'm saying, well, enjoy them while they're still posting. A lot of times people just disappear. Like I'll check my YouTube subscription now. Like, oh, I haven't looked at this person's video for so long, and then you go and you check. It's like the last time they posted a video was 2 years ago. And then you feel bad, because it's like, I didn't notice you hadn't posted a video in 2 years. I don't know. I don't know why I'm lost. Punch, punch, punch. Punch in the back. Let's take this elevator.
Let pleasure begin. I complete. My will conquers.
That guy's not very happy. Not very happy. The echo of Oryx. Punch, punch, punch. Success!
That thing seemed pretty mad. Oryx must still be holding a grudge for us. You know, killing
I
Crota.
think he is holding a grudge.
Things won't get any easier on the Dreadnought. You find my stealth drive?
Are you sure it's still here?
It's like all things. You gotta know where to look. Enter frequency 5982, Ghost.
Deployed Ghost.
There it is.
The best hiding places are always in plain sight. Transmat it out of there. I'll get it set up. Just do me a favor. If you find anything else I've hidden, leave it for me. There'll be treasure enough for everyone on the Dreadnought.
I got no rewards. Sad state of affairs. Load in, load in. this is the loading song.
Maintenance pending. Requesting visual confirmation.
Yep, that's the last one. Port side.
Confirmed.
Interest in tech, Cade? Isn't this Eris Morn's ship?
Is it? Huh. You know, you're a true artist. Can't even see the join.
Cute. But Zavala's got sign-off on all launches. Need a log while I'm letting it go.
Stargazing tour? Okay. How about an unsanctioned op, using modified stealth tech, to infiltrate a dreadnought above Saturn's rings, so we can knock out its weapons, create a transmat zone, and send in the cavalry?
How about test flight? They'll be waiting for you when you're ready.
Me? Oh, I'm not flying that thing.
I'm flying that thing. The dreadnought. Loading. Loading. This is the loading song.
It only took one blast from the dreadnought.
When you're through, it'll never fire again. Just don't forget to plant the transmat link so other Guardians can land. Not everybody's got stealth tech, and a ship that smells like hive. Good luck, Guardian.
Activating stealth drive. I'm picking up fluctuations in the power conduit.
Oh, relax. I modified the tech myself. Probably just Saturn's radio storms running interference.
It's
Probably not.
Did you break my stealth drive?
You think they can see us? I think they can see us!
And that's the end.
What happened?
Good job, everyone. That was Destiny.
Why wouldn't we be alright? We're just stuck here with no ship and no transmat zone.
Great. Told you my stealth drive would work.
Gotta creep onto a ship.
Alright. I'd like to tell you the strength of the city is behind you, but as long as that dreadnought's still firing, we can't risk reinforcements. Head inside, see if you can find whatever's powering that weapon.
Same thing we saw right before Phobos fell apart. Might be some kind of probe. Expect trouble. bridge across just vanished.
Give me a second. I'll check with Eris. Yeah, she says it's probably just a resonance spell, whatever that is. So just don't trust anything.
Thralls. Gross. Did we just do a circle?
Any luck with the weapon?
You've only scratched the surface of the dreadnought.
Hive keep vital operations deep in the core of their architecture.
No.
You're gonna have to get your hands dirty.
No. Oh man. There we go.
That energy powers the weapon. Cade, what do we do?
Okay, hold on. Eris is going on about breaking the necrotic... Ah, just shoot it.
Ah, there's a shield up. Let me take it down for you. Okay, it's down.
Success.
I'm picking up other channels to the weapon.
Find them. It won't stop firing until you shut them all down.
Come back to me. You don't have to run. Supercharged. Super. That's not very nice. I will come to you. Scan, please. That would have been nice if the grenade stuck.
The weapon's cycling down. Let's find another channel.
Running around. Last one, I think. Getting crazy with the sword. You know, so we're taking this down, but don't you think they know how to repair this kind of stuff? Or was it like built once and they don't have any more spare parts?
Weapons down! Kate, what's our next move?
We need that transmat zone up and running. There's a massive hull breach near your position. That'll be your best bet.
Secure the transmat zone. I would not want to design one of these levels. I mean, like I think about this when I, especially with Bungie games, where how they like design all these maps and stuff, but they're designed to be like multi-use levels. Like most games, it's like there's the level, you go through it one way and that's it. But with Bungie games and some others, it's like you're stuck essentially on this map, and that map will have like 7 or 8 missions that the map has to support. And then it has to be interesting, but you know, designed in a way where you kind of get lost, so you don't realize the true size of the map, and have it still feel open world. And so like, especially with like this ship, it's like taking King. The missions are longer, so you're going from arena to arena. And there's difference. The arenas, look different based on which missions you're doing and everything. And I guess, I mean, like, I'm in awe of it, but I'm definitely not at that stage of design yet. Like, I used to be able to, like, do a lot of drafting and everything, where it's like, okay, here's a segment of an open world game and everything. Just to
Activating transmat link.
Control
Our ship is
beacon.
inbound.
Hey, Zavala. Want to know what a transmat zone on the Dreadnought looks like?
You landed a Guardian on the Dreadnought without authorization?
Oh, right.
Without
Can I have
authorization.
We'll discuss it later. Guardian, take care of that tank, or the transmat zone won't matter.
I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them.
I'm not doing so well. Slice, 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 slice. And that did nothing. Guardian down. The darkness consumed me.
I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them.
That did not work out well. I did it so easily the other time when I had the rocket launcher.
I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them.
What? One shot. At least I know how to train it. Oh man.
I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them.
I don't like being over here. I think I can take it out. What? Oh, this is dreadful. I took it out, man. I took it out. And I died a second before it exploded.
I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them.
Okay. Oh, you gotta be joking. You gotta be joking. Rocketed myself in the face.
I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them.
Problem is, every time I get it down to this point, oh man.
Guardian, Kate just briefed us on
Thank goodness.
unorthodox mission.
I
Your
ran
victory,
from
no matter
one
the method,
enemy
is
field
a vanguard victory.
to another one.
You have our thanks.
Everyone loves a bad idea when it works. Now, excuse me, Guardian, I have to go have an uncomfortable conversation with Eris about her ship. Get home safe.
Well, that's it. I'll be back tomorrow, sometime between 9 and 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Probably closer to 9 p.m. I just have a little bit of work to do tomorrow. And then, yeah. So I'll be streaming more Destiny. Thanks everyone for coming by. See everyone tomorrow.